Hi everyone, it's Mark Repp, Technology Trainer of the Port Huron Area School District, and it's time for another tech tip. Today I'm going to look at what I call the magic arrow. This arrow right here, which is Show Search Options in Gmail, also known as Google Mail, I'm going to take you through the different ways that you can search your Gmail, and then in just a little while I'm going to show you how you can also search your Google Drive with that very same arrow. And one of the questions I get a lot of the time is how I can search my email for emails that were sent by a very specific person, or emails that have a particular attachment, or emails that were sent within a certain date criteria. So I'm going to show you all those things in one place. It's right here. When I click this little drop-down arrow in the search box, I get all of this search criteria that I need to search my email. So first of all, if you go to where it says search, you can click the drop-down arrow and you can search your all mail, which would be all of your emails that are in your inbox. But you can also do starred items. For example, if I just click starred and click the search button, it will only bring items up within the last day that I have starred. And I've enabled the multicolored stars, and I have red, blue, yellow. And so I can only bring up the starred items if I want to. Other options that I have are the ability to only go into my spam folder or only go into my sent mail. Maybe I only want to search for things that I sent to a particular person. Cadret, for example. I'm going to go into Cadret, and I only want to find emails that were sent to her within the last 3 days of today. So I go to today's date. And this is important. You have to have within a certain number of days of, in this case, today's date. If this is empty, it's going to look the last couple of years, for example. So it won't even activate this feature at all. So you have to have a date in this box. So within 3 days of this date. And there you go. There was only one email that I sent to that person within the last 3 days. So that's how you use that search criteria. Now here's another example. I only want to find unread mails from the How-To Geek, which happens to be a tech newsletter that I subscribe to. So I want unread mails from the How-To Geek within the last month of today's date. All right, now I click the search button, and there you go. What if I want to go back farther than that? This time, instead of 1 month, I'm going to go back a full year from today's date. I click the search button. And as you can see, all of these messages are in boldface black type, indicating that they have not been read. So these are all the tips that I've gotten within 1 year of today's date. And it's actually 26 emails. If I click the arrow here, it goes to the next page. Now let me alter or modify that particular search just a little bit. In this case, I want emails that have attachments. So I'm going to have emails that have attachments that are unread from the How-To Geek. Well, there aren't any, because the How-To Geek does not send email attachments. But what about someone who does? How about myself? How about every email that I've sent that has an attachment, and the size of that attachment is greater than 100 kilobytes within the last year? Now, how's that for specific? I'm going to click the search button. And these are all the emails within the last year that have an email attachment, and you can see that right over here at the right, indicated by the paperclip. So these attachments are all emails that I sent that have landed in my inbox that have email attachments that are at least 100 kilobytes. Back to the search box. How about emails sent from anyone that are in my inbox that are greater than 100 kilobytes within the last year? I click the search button. And here they are. As you can see, these are attachments. They're all in my inbox. They're all within the last year, and they're all greater than 100 kilobytes. And so on. As you can see, they're all different things that you can search for. I'm just going to clear out the box and do one last search. In this case, I'm going to find emails that have the word whiteboard, but that don't have the word iPad, that were sent within the last year of today's date. And it can be from anyone. So I click the search button, and here they all are. And you can see that if I go over here to the top right corner, I actually have a total of 104. So if I click the right arrow, I can find emails that were older than this date. There's 21 through 40. I click the arrow again, 41 through 60, and so forth. And what's nice is that Google puts the search syntax right into the box for you. All you have to do is indicate the criteria here. Kind of a cool way to search your email, and I'll bet that a lot of you didn't realize that that was there. So we'll call it for today the magic arrow. Now let's use this magic arrow advanced search in Google Drive. I'm going to go over and click on my Apps button and jump over to Drive. Now I'm in the old Google Drive right now, the one that I'm most familiar with, and I'm going to click the drop-down arrow here. And I can filter all types of different searches in different ways, such as I can search all of my documents. These are only documents. I'll click the X to clear out that search. I could also search for only folders. By clicking on folders, it will only bring up my folders. You can see these are all folders. No random files, just folders. How about Google Forms? If I want to see all the Google Forms that I've created, I just click on Forms, and it brings all of them up. What if I only want to bring up my spreadsheets? I click on Spreadsheets, and it only brings up the spreadsheets both in Excel and in Google Sheets. What about visibility? What if I only want to show documents that are owned by me? These are the ones that I created. As you can see, they were all created by me. If I want to show something that was created by someone else, I could go to Not Owned by Me. What's nice about this type of search is that you can also filter by videos as well. And these are all the videos. It shows MOV, which would be QuickTime Apple-created files, as well as M4V, MP4, and AVI format. All different formats of videos. One more little search trick that I like to use. When I'm in an email or if I'm in a website and I want to find something very specific on a page, let's say that I'm looking for something from EduClipper. I'm going to press Control F on my keyboard, type in the word Clipper, and it automatically highlights everywhere that shows up. See, I'm on a typical inbox page in my email. Now if I want to go down, I click the down arrow where it shows the next instance of that word. I click it again and again, and it keeps highlighting that word. If I'm looking for someone named Voss, for example, I just type in Voss, and it shows up. I just click the down arrow or the up arrow, and it highlights that word everywhere that it appears. Up or down. So again, that comes up with Control F. If you're on a web page and you want to do a search within that web page, I'll do this one in Internet Explorer. I want to find the word template. So I'll press Control F on my keyboard, and you see that in Internet Explorer, the Find box comes up right within the toolbar. In Google Chrome, it came up in the top right corner. I'm going to type in the word template, and you'll see that it highlights the word template in several different instances. You see they're all highlighted in yellow. And again, I can choose Previous or Next, and it goes right down the page, highlighting the instance in blue. So that's one more great tip on how you can search for things. I'm going to go back to my Google Drive, and I showed you the magic arrow in the old Google Drive. Now how about the new Google Drive? I'm going to click on the gear button and click Experience the New Drive. Now the magic arrow search box is a little different in the new Google Drive, as is the look of Google Drive. What's different about this is everything becomes a drop-down arrow. You see, it's a lot more user-friendly than it was in the old Google Drive. You just pick the type of file you're looking for, including PDFs, and then tell it what to open with. So if it's a PDF, you'll pick the app that will open a PDF, such as Lumen PDF Viewer. And then as far as ownership, do you want it to be owned by anyone, owned by you, or not owned by you? I'll just click the search button and search from everyone. And you can see I have the thumbnail images turned on, and this is what it comes up with. PDF documents from anyone. And if I want to change the view of that, I can go to where it says List View right here, and I can show it as a list. You can toggle back and forth between List and Thumbnail View. This button right here allows me to sort through A to Z by relevance or by last modified. So that's the magic arrow. It's the advanced search in both Google Drive and Google Mail. And that is today's Tech Tip. I'm Mark Repp. Thanks for joining me.